What's going on, y'all? It is Friday, July 26th, and back with another video going over our VWAPs mainly and how they're keeping us in the trend and using them with our other sniper indicators. If you don't have the sniper indicators, you can get them by clicking the link in the description. They are free. So to keep you level-headed and to keep you in the trend, when our daily VWAP, well, first of all, let's look at our VWAPs. Daily is red, 8 hour purple, 4 hour orange, 1 hour green. So when our daily price is overextended over the daily, came back up here, retested this week. I'm pretty sure this is divergence. Let's see. So yeah, we got divergence. And that would have been your first cue to, hey, need to be looking to get short. And we're on the 5 minutes, so these are scalps. Price is over the daily VWAP, and our hourly is overtaking all of our other VWAPs. That would have been your short. Now, if you didn't pull the trigger then and you wanted a safer short, you had time. You could have waited. Price come back to VWAP, price come back to VWAP. And we got up here, the new day started. Our daily VWAP got even lower, and our hourly is above all of them. So you could have taken this short down. You could have taken the real short and held this, because we never got back under our daily. And that was telling us, hey, we need to be getting short. On top of all those things, we would have been looking for some irregular volume to tell us, hey, it's time. This was the major one confirming this one. And then you had the Oath Keeper telling you, hey, reversal imminent. It's telling you, you know, yeah, this is an RSI indicator on steroids, but if you can't recognize the divergences, they're already reading them for you. And like I said, you can get these by clicking the link in the description. So if you would have gotten short, now that we know that the trend is short for the 5 minute, you would have waited all this chop out. Now our silent trigger did print down here, and we came back and retested that, and that with divergence. Yeah, with divergence. Come on now. With divergence. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, divergence. And our hourly has come down up under the daily. So now we're definitely looking for longs. Came back up here, rejected close to the hourly, and this was the long. Now I got front ran because I had a long down here, but my alert didn't trigger because I was thinking something like, you know, something of that sort. Back to the spider line, but we didn't get that, so it's all good. I managed to get long on Dia and Floki instead, but I didn't long Bitcoin. I slept through all this. I watched this happen thinking that I was going to get long, and then I slept through this entry, so that's just that. But all that being said, now the daily is resetting here and we're squeezing here. So to see what's going on to the 1 minute. And like I'm saying, until we get back above this hour, get back above this daily, then hey, I'm thinking we continue to a stair step up, because you can see all the VWAPs are squeezing on top of each other and don't really have any indication that we're going down per se. So I would expect this for Asia to wake up, and at least send us back to the 118 up here to the spider line if we're going to reject. We got it mapped out better on this. Yeah, I got previous day VWAPs on here. So yeah, we got confluence up here. This is previous week VWAP. Come back up here, we could reject here, or we could come back up here and reject. So yeah, that's how I'm using the VWAPs. Along with the Oath Keeper. Now, I was telling people in the group yesterday that the Oath Keeper likes to print every 9 or so days with the trend. So right here, we got this green dot print, and we trended up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, peaking on the 8th day. Really, the 9th day was the end of the trend, and then price started dumping. So now we've been in limbo for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, 7 days. This one be the day we're on now, being the 8th, and we've printed a purple dot, which is saying, hey, this is a reversal or continuation down. So we're either coming up here, touching the highs, and coming back down to clear these vectors. I'm pretty sure these are vectors over here. Or this is really bullish. This was the start of a new trend, and we've got 9 more days of either chopping up or chopping down. So we got a while to figure out the trend. This is the second day of this, and you can see previously last time we got a print down here. That was the bottom, next candle up. Last time we got a print right here. This was saying, hey, this isn't the long. Came back here and gave us divergence. We didn't get a print right here, but that was divergence at the spider line, so you could have taken that up. Oath Keeper printed down. Next candle down. Retest down. This one continuation down, but continuation. So you can kind of see when the Oath Keeper prints on the daily, it's something to pay attention to. You know, it's telling you that price is exhausted in real time, and you need to be looking for a reversal. Divergence, next candle up, retest up. Now, when you match that all with, you know, volume, and because you got print, buyer stepped in, trend started reversing up, and we got us the silent trigger printed here. Now, we didn't have this indicator when this happened. I just made it, but you can see where it does print. So all that being said, when we get a defined trend on the higher time frames, of course, it's a lot easier to trade the low time frame. So when you can't figure out what's going on the high time frame, then you have to go down to the low time frame. Just come on down here to the 5 minute and see what's going on with the VWAPs, because the VWAPs are going to keep you in the trend. They're literally moving with price action. And if this starts to flip this and we start to get a little down action, then hey, we need to flip short. But until then, we're holding the long. So I hope that helps a little bit more. see, look at Uni. So in Uni, I gave this trade in the Discord. Last night when price was dumping. For a pretty, decent move back up. So using the VWAPs, it takes a little time to get used to. It can be a little cluttery on your chart or whatever. And this is like my main chart that I'm looking at. But just with Uni for itself, you can see. Let's go back to this chart. Let's pull up Uni, so I don't get you confused with everything I've got going on. So with Uni, dump, hourly, up under the daily, divergence, triggers, retest of the hourly and all the VWAPs, hourly 4 and 8, and you could have took that long. You could have took this long too here, staying in the chop. Price still stayed glued to the hourly VWAP, and we ended up pumping. You wouldn't have wanted to trade any of this. Like, all of this is just chop and noise. Price got back above here, but the hourly was still above the daily. So that was telling you, hey, you can still be looking for shorts until it flipped. And when it flipped, you can automatically see, hey, now I can be looking for longs. Now that's not taking out of the account that you can't take these longs back to the VWAP. But if you're just looking for the safer trades, if the hourly is above, overtaking all the other VWAPs, you're looking for shorts. You look for that divergence, and don't let it come to a spider line. Like, hey, you got divergence at a spider line and this is going on, we need to come back down here to the daily VWAP. Then hey, then that's just what we need to do. We need to come back down here to the daily VWAPs. And if we smash through it, then more money for us. And then once we start smashing through things, now we're looking for, bottoms. The typical trader might have seen this and been like, hey, we got divergence, we're going up. But this the hourly never came back up under the daily. So you wouldn't have taken this long unless you were scalping. Now you might have taken this long because we had the trigger here, but still came back up here and rejected. Now we came up here and played around, but we're still over the daily, which is telling me, hey, we got the print, the retest of the print, and we need to still be looking for down until we got the flip. Now, when we got the flip, the safe long was this long. Now, some traders are on a different level, and you would have taken this divergence here, and you could have scalped this back up here. The extremely safe long was when now we're definitely under the daily VWAP. All of our other VWAPs are under the daily, and now we have, we should be thinking about getting long. We got the print to get long. It was a good long. You could have taken it no problem, and you could have still been in it if you wouldn't have cut it like I cut it. So, like I said, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments if I can clarify anything for anybody. If you need better help and more direct contact with us and me, you can hop in the Discord via the link in the bio. The chat is free. There is a paid version, but to hop in the group is free, and you can still be a part of the Discord. So come in, tap in with us. Let me know what's going on. Let me know how you feeling. I'm trying to help new traders stay in the trend and learn these VWAPs, because VWAP trading is something that probably no one's talking about for real. And if they are talking about it, they're not talking about it in the way we're talking about it. And they're using anchored VWAPs, for like stocks and things like that. Shout out to FG for his leapfrog indicator of his anchor VWAPs. Love that. inspired me to look at regular VWAPs on low time frames, you know, coming up with this indicator. So yeah, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Let me know how you feel in the comments.